Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome back to the AstoundCast, episode 56.
Yep.
Cool.
You're just counting up, Cam. It's fine. You're just counting up.
Yeah, brain's fried though.
No, brain's melted. Fried is later when the thunderstorms are supposed to be coming.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, how's your week been?
Hot, bothered, boiling. Apart from that, not too bad. Yeah, it's pretty calm, pretty quiet. Just too hot, too warm. Same thing, really.
Yeah,
But yeah, not the worst case, not the best case scenario. How about your week?
honestly, much the same. Uh, very warm. Went to Liverpool Thursday, was really good. Did have a massive bout of hay fever, however, to the point where I literally couldn't see I was crying that much.
Ouch.
Yeah, Friday on that aspect wasn't much better. Yeah, this week has really sucked for me, hay fever wise. It's it's been bad.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not the best week ever. Um, honestly, other than the really bad hay fever, not that bad. Uh, hopefully, well, according to my phone currently, from tomorrow, the weather's going to get a lot cooler again.
Hoping so.
Thanks to near enough a whole week of rain.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll take that over this any day.
That makes at least most of us.
Yeah. Anyway, should we move on to this week's motorsports section?
Might as well. Let's zoom on in.
Well, unfortunately, this week's is very, very bare bones.
Ah,
As yet again, the Alpine Oscar Piastri situation is still kind of going nowhere fast.
oh dear.
So the world of Formula One's kind of stopped dead.
Not
Yeah.
the greatest then.
No, nothing's really happened. Um, However, Formula E has just wrapped up for the season.
Okay, how'd that go?
And, well, I'm very, very happy to announce that Mercedes have won their last team and drivers' championship before they're replaced by McLaren next season.
Oh yeah.
And, and in a bit of a difference to the last two seasons where Nick de Vries has won the drivers' championship, it's actually gone to his teammate, former McLaren F1 driver Stoffel van Dorn.
Nice.
Yeah, so well done, Stoffel. Um, will he be sticking with that team next year, returning to McLaren? I have no clue.
Keep us updated.
I absolutely will. But yeah, not really much else has happened in the world of motorsports because, well, there's just nothing happening. Like,
Hmm.
as I mentioned, F1's dead, basically. Formula E has just wrapped up. NASCAR and IndyCar are still trundling along. Like, there's nothing really going on of interest.
Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, not the best week for motorsports, frankly, which is a bit of a shame.
Well, you got to have at least some form of quiet space somewhere.
True. But I do want to touch on something I talked about last week. She-Hulk.
Right.
Uh, yeah. Official update time. Well, bad news. I was not dreaming. Yeah, She-Hulk is coming out on Thursdays. So the
Damn.
videos that I have planned for them will be going ahead. They'll just be pushed a day later, which I think I mentioned in AskCar News yesterday, now that I'm thinking about it.
believe so.
Yeah, so my videos for She-Hulk will be coming out as planned. They'll just be a day later than they have been. So the predictions will be coming out Wednesday, and the overviews coming out Fridays.
Okay, not the worst scenario.
No, but that does leave the week of Andor premiering. It's going to be a packed week for those because the final episode of She-Hulk is actually coming out the day after the first episode of Andor.
Ow.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I actually need to check something because we could be in for a bit of an interesting scenario. One moment. Um. Uh-huh. Oh boy.
Oh,
Hey, you know those first two Andor videos?
yes.
They're gonna be long.
How long are we talking?
Well, let's put it this way. The first three episodes coming out on the same day.
Oh,
Oh my god. Okay. Yikes. Wow.
well then.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So, right. The first two Andor videos are gonna be wow.
Ah,
Okay. That's gonna take some time. Okay, everyone. So prepare for those first two videos on Andor to be probably some of the longest videos on this channel.
apart from the podcasts, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But oh wow,
This is
that's
gonna be
gonna be
fun.
fun. But that does beg the question: how many episodes is Andor gonna have?
That is a very good question.
Because if the first three episodes are dropping in one day, then that obviously means there's probably gonna be more than 6 episodes. Oh wow. Well, found the answer.
How many?
12.
12?
Yep, 12.
Okay, I'm gonna lose you for a while then. I get it.
That that makes it the longest single season of a Star Wars show since The Bad Batch.
Jeez.
And this is coming in at 4 episodes shorter than season 1 of The Bad Batch. Oof. Okay. Well then. However, I was looking on Disney Plus earlier on, speaking of The Bad Batch.
Yeah.
The release date for The Bad Batch has since I last discussed it, has been removed.
Oh, right.
It just says coming in late 2022. Um, One moment. I'm
Hmm.
just going to quickly check to see if that has been updated anywhere else.
Better.
Release dates.
Hmm.
Well, I still see 28th of September, which does put it a week after Andor premieres. Oh boy.
Ooh.
However, that's been since unconfirmed by Disney Plus, so I assume the Bad Batch will now probably release once Andor's finished its run.
Potentially then.
Probably, which would put it at. Okay, this is going to take me a minute. Uh, okay, so. Okay, if that is the case, the Bad Batch should now be coming out on the 30th of November.
Right, keep that in your diary then. 30th.
Which means well, potentially. That's if they are going to do it after Andor's finished its run. Which I don't see
Yeah,
any
that.
reason for them not to. Because let's face it, having two Star Wars shows coming out at the same time would be a bit counterproductive.
Yes and no. Yes, because it means that people will be talking about them a lot more. But then no, because it means that they're putting out a lot more content in a shorter space of time.
And the attention will probably be divided.
Yeah.
Like, instead of having everyone talking about the Bad Batch or everyone talking about Andor, you'll have people talking about Bad Batch, and you'll also have other people talking about Andor.
Bandor.
Like,
Bador?
I can very much see people leaning towards the Bad Batch
It's more recognizable,
as it
so yeah.
and it and it has more of a reason for its existence. Because up to now, we
True.
still don't know why Andor has become a thing. Like, we've only seen the character once, and in that time that we saw him, he died.
Well, you gotta give the dead man some heart.
True, it's just at the moment, the reason for Andor's existence is very, very unclear. The only thing that we
Right.
know about it is that there's going to be clones appearing again, which is very odd.
Why more clones?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know because, well, Cassian Andor was born right at the end of the Clone Wars, so he wouldn't remember them.
Ah,
Of
yes, a
course,
product of the Clone Wars. Why would we need to know more?
as we know from season 1 of the Bad Batch, by the end of the first year after the Clone Wars, the clones are already being phased out.
Yeah.
So Cassian probably wouldn't remember them. So I don't
Even
know
less
why there are.
points of movie.
I just don't know why there are clones in this show if he literally wouldn't be old enough to remember them.
Even less reason why he needs to be fleshed out.
Yeah, everything I've seen in this show, seen from this show in the trailers, is just giving me more questions than it's answering.
Although trailers are supposed to do that, but if the show ends up showing less answers than and bringing up more questions, then you know they've done wrong.
Yeah, because again, like I said, the only time we've ever seen Cassian, well, the man was dead by the end of it. And we know what his major story was in the rebellion: securing the Death Star plans.
That's all we need to hear of them, but I guess
Y-
people
exactly.
want the
Like,
fleshing out.
and let's face it, anything else major that he would have done, which would justify a whole show, would probably have been alluded to in Rogue One.
Most likely.
So, I'm gotta be honest, I'm curious. I am excited to see the show. I just want to know why. There's obviously a reason that they've made this thing.
Yeah.
We just have zero clue as to what that reason is.
I'm putting my money's worth on somebody on the team was just like, I miss this character. I want to bring more to this character. And then decided, here's a project. And
Honestly,
accidentally slipped their fan fiction in within the pile of stuff they needed to consider.
yeah, I mean, honestly, at the moment, that's legitimately ran back one of the only possible explanations.
Yeah, next time you lose a fanfiction, please just put it in the right pile, the bin.
Yeah, like, but again, I'm excited to see where the show goes. I just want to know who and why.
Yeah.
Because right now, there's literally no reason for it.
The only reason currently is there was a demand for that character, or a demand for that series somewhere. We don't know
Which
where, but
which really there wasn't, because as I said, the only time we've ever seen Cassian Andor, he was killed off by the end of the film.
limited demand, but it was apparently there enough that they wanted to make something
Yeah,
out of it.
somehow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want that to be a reason by the end of the show. Like, I want to be able to say at the end of episode 12, okay, I now see why the show was created, how it fits into the rest of the Star Wars universe, and yeah, okay, this was a good show, and its reasoning for existence has now been explained.
Yeah, you want to be proven wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to have to say this show was literally pointless.
Mm.
That is the last thing I want to be saying at the end of episode 12. Like, well, that was a complete waste.
Yeah, you just look at it and think, my time could have been spent doing something else.
Yeah,
Or your
we
time
could have
could have
been
been spent watching The Bad Batch instead.
exactly. We could have been watching the Bad Batch, which has a very big story. You know, what happened to the clones after Order 66.
Yeah.
Because really, we still don't properly know. We've had little tidbits, like we know they were phased out in favour of the Stormtroopers, which was a really bad idea, but hey, it was the Emperor. He wasn't exactly the most tactical leader in the universe, but I digress. We still don't know how things went down after the Clone Wars. Were they just phased out? Were they, God forbid, executed? Honestly, with it being the Empire, it wouldn't surprise me, but I hope they haven't. Or was it another Clone War, the clones versus the Empire? Which, Jesus, please, Dave Filoni, please let it be that. Please, for the love of God.
always up, always an opportunity.
Oh, yeah. And considering those shots that I saw from the Bad Batch Season 2 trailer, I think it's going to start in this season.
You think?
Yeah, considering that there were Imperial LA-80s defending the Bad Batch and firing on Imperial V-Wings.
Yeah, I see a point.
Yeah, it's very strange that Imperial ships would be defending the Bad Batch, and they were most likely piloted by clones. Because the LA-80s were like the troop transports of the clones during the Clone Wars. So it just makes sense
Ah.
that David. So I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but yeah, I really hope that by the end of the end of Andor, I'm not thinking I could have been watching the Bad Batch instead. I really hope that doesn't happen. But at the moment, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I hope that changes. They've got just over a month to do so. Because the show starts, as I said, the same day that the final episode. No, the same week that the final episode of She-Hulk comes out, the 21st of September. So hopefully that goes well.
Let's hope at least that.
Yeah. Let's just say I'm skeptical at best, concerned at worst.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, it's just a bit of a weird one. Anyway, um, Do you have any news you would wish to share with us this week?
Yes, there's two bits of news. One of them I should have mentioned last week, but because of our topic change, I ended up
Yep.
forgetting about it a little bit.
Okay.
One of them is a couple weeks ago we got a Pokemon trailer.
Oh, brilliant.
So it showed more of the region, it showed some of the characters that are in it, and a couple more Pokemon as well.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that, damn it, I need to see the Pokemon again because there's. So I remember one of
Okay.
them, but the other one is just really weird.
Okay.
But we did manage to see what poison type Wooper was, so that leak was true.
Aha.
So, how dare. So one Pokemon that was introduced was Fido, which is a dog
Mm-hmm.
that's made out of dough, and it looks so cute.
Oh my god, I love it.
He's one sec, I'll send you a picture now.
Please do.
Because I think you'll like this a lot. And the thing is, this both the artwork for it and the sprite for it is adorable. So they've done well there.
Oh my god, I love him.
You know. And then there's the Titan, which is a giant ice Titan thing. It's weird.
Okay.
He's like a giant boy.
Hmm.
I wish to give him a hug, but he's a giant boy.
Okay.
I'll
You
get
know,
him up for you at least.
thank you.
Again, if any of you want to find it, just type in like Pokemon Paldea Pokedex or just like Pokemon Scarlet Violet Pokedex.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you can find it easy enough. So there's the Titan.
My god, he's huge.
He is a chunky boy, and I wish for like 5 of them because he just opens his mouth and it's just huge. And now for the piece de la resistance,
Oh boy.
Poison Wooper. He's just a happy little fella. He's just like the poison symbol, but with a smiley face, so you know that he's not dangerous.
Yeah, no, not at all. Mm-mm.
What they've said about this game, one, when the leak was that the Pokemon were going to be ride Pokemon, you get them apparently at the beginning of the game,
Okay.
close to the beginning, and the the game is essentially Breath of the Wild mixed with Pokemon
Huh.
because
That's cool.
it's it's open ended. You can go to any gym at any time, so hopefully level scaling will be a thing. And there's apparently 2 other narratives you can follow as well,
Oh.
which is weird. So one of them, well, 3 different narratives. One of them is going for all 8 gyms, and then there's 2 others. So one of them's probably exploring ruins and then finding out about the legendary Pokemon, upgrading them and whatnot. But then
Yeah.
the third one, the third one might just be to do with the school or the school environment. No idea really.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, that's still coming out in November, which is great.
Not long to wait now, then.
Nope. But something else that's coming out even closer to that time, or even closer to Us is Splatoon 3, which there was a trailer for this week.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I have watched that trailer like 5 times, and each time I have gotten even more information, and I just keep listening to the song from the new idols.
Okay.
The first Splatfest for this time as well will be for the pre-release, so the
Okay.
27th of August. So technically that's their test fire, which I'm hoping means that there'll be a demo out that we can play, which means everybody can join in.
Should be.
But there's a lot in that trailer.
Okay.
So new weapons, the story mode's going to be there, a lot more, not a lot more customization, well, more customization options in the sense that you can customize like emotes, display names, a locker room, which is quite cool too, so more use for your money. The
Okay.
weapon you don't buy with the in-game currency anymore, you get from coupons, which you get by leveling up stuff, which helps for people who want to get completion done. So
Yeah.
when you used to play and that it would just be like, yeah, I've got all the weapons, now what? But now you can
Yeah.
just simply build up coupons in order to get them, and using weapons over and over until you like master them, which is pretty good. And then you can get weapons from like higher levels than you are with more token or more coupon, which I think is quite
Okay, that's
balanced.
cool. Yeah.
Definitely helps for those people who want a certain weapon are but don't want to just have to keep leveling up over and over just to get it.
Yeah.
They can just use some of the cheaper ones, level up gear and whatnot, and then
Yeah.
save up enough to get them, which I think is quite balanced.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh, there's loads of new features. Like there's a card game sort of thing. There's a card game sort of feature. The amiibos are back. Uh, a lot of stuff. And the new idols. I actually really like the new idols.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's three of them this time. An there's a squid called Fry. Fry's adorable, though the internet has now made a meme of her forehead, of how
Oh
big it
god.
is. But she looks adorable. Then there's the yeah, and then there's an octopus, the octoling called Shiver, which she's very elegant. I like her design as well. And then there's a stingray called Big Man,
Okay.
and I kid you not, the internet has fallen in love with him. He is just the
Oh
best.
god.
For the music that they've released as well, so the song that is the theme for the Splatfest and for them is called Anarchy Rainbow, which is beautiful. It is just festival combined.
Oh damn.
Modern day with like Japanese festival, you just get that vibe as soon as you
Oh.
listen to it. I'll have to show you later.
Oh please. Yeah, definitely.
With that as well, the Splatfest this time, again for the test run, there's going to be 3 options to choose from,
Okay.
and the options are rock, paper, and scissors, which is better in the game.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain this to me.
As in, like rock, paper, scissors, the game that you play.
Yeah.
So you get to choose which team you're on: Team Rock, Team Paper, Team Scissors.
Oh, that's
So,
wait. So potentially you could break the laws of rock paper scissors.
oh, you're going to do that anyway, simply because you're going to. Well, the internet's going to do that anyway, simply because Shiver represents rock. People are liking Shiver, so they'll vote for that. Paper is Fry, so they're probably going to be the underdogs. And then for the popularity favourite, Big Man is Scissors, so therefore we are just teaming up and the majority of people are just gonna choose scissors.
Oh God.
So you're gonna have like the underdog but strong players in paper. You're gonna have the simps in rock, and then scissors is just gonna be the Giga Chad of the internet, being like, we are happily going to support Big Man no matter what's gonna happen. And sadly, I am going to be part of that, even though I want to support Fry.
Oh God.
Because it's Big Man. I'm now going to have to show you Big Man.
Please do.
This is this is just me showing Cameron a bunch of pictures that nobody else is going to see, which makes it sound very daunting.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show Cameron a bunch of pictures from video games, mainly mainly Pokemon, mainly Splatoon.
Yep.
There we go. But
Okay.
enjoy him in all his glory. In all his
Oh
glory.
my God. He is glorious.
Money, get fish quick. Big man in the house. That's his catchphrase. But yes, Splatoon. I've watched that trailer like 5, 6 times. Very much recommend. I would get back
Fair
into
enough.
competitive. Like
God.
I did competitive for first Splatoon. I didn't do it with the second one because I was over it thanks to the first Splatoon. So if I get
Fair
this one,
enough.
I might get back into the competitive scene.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's all the gaming news I got for you this time. The two main things I'm very much excited for.
Ugh. Wow, that is a lot of stuff, to be fair. And some long-awaited Pokemon news there, thank goodness.
Yep, so it's still right on track to be released. Couple of people released, and not sure if they're gonna have a demo out or anything. I'll keep an eye on that. If they have a demo, I
Yeah.
will be playing.
I'm still curious as to why this is happening so soon.
They might have had it planned in the. They've probably had it planned already, but because of the stuff that they've already done, they thought it would just be
Yeah.
better to send everything out all at once. Also, I'm really upset because well, I sound really upset, but because there was a Pokemon Center in, like a bigger Pokemon Center in London, a pop-up one,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
tournament of that. Yeah,
I'd heard
couldn't
about
go,
that,
I'm
yeah.
broke.
Damn. Oh.
No. Luckily, you can order
Okay.
stuff offline.
Huh?
Luckily, you can order their stuff online as well. So
Oh,
any
thank
plushies
God.
you want, you can just order them.
That's a relief. Oh my God, I've just remembered something.
Yep,
There is a place in Liverpool 1, that I think you'll absolutely love.
I haven't been there in a while, so
You,
yeah, tell me.
you may know about it already because there may be some across the country, but there was this shop that I found in Liverpool 1 called Kenji.
Oh
It
yeah,
it's just Japan in a shop, and I loved it.
it is. That's where I got your Christmas present. Well, birthday slash
Ah.
Christmas present.
However, while I was in that, the fire alarm did go off for a brief second.
Abandoned ship, I guess.
I I was very ready to beeline it for the front door.
You would you would have to take your seatbelt off though.
Oh no, I was going to wheel out.
Fair enough.
I mean, I had a straight run.
Yeah, fair.
I was facing the door as it happened, so I thought, okay, literally, fight or flight instincts nearly kicked in. And let's
Well, at
face
least
it,
you didn't have to.
fights wouldn't have gone too well if there was a fire.
True.
Fights would have ended very badly.
Can confirm. Fight would probably end very badly with you.
Yeah, there definitely wouldn't be any videos for a while.
You would. I mean, there would be a video of you just trying to fight the fire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You just getting a stick, like some form of weapon, and just fighting the fire with your
Yeah.
either that or with your hands.
Oh, I've remembered something else I did in Liverpool as well. Oh my god. The Lego shop in Liverpool 1. Honestly,
Yeah.
not the best Lego shop I've been to, but it did have one massive redeeming feature.
Which is?
You can build your own Lego custom minifigure.
Ooh, nice.
I built basically myself.
Ooh.
However, I do need to replace the torso piece as, well, it isn't brilliant. However, the rest of him is basically perfect.
So you made yourself, but then you still have to replace yourself.
Yeah, because the piece I'd need for the torso basically didn't exist, which is
Sad
brilliant.
time. Just try and bulk it up
But
with stuff. Or like, if you need to add a shirt on it, just bulk up the shirt.
yeah, well, it's got something on there. It's just not the right thing.
Ah.
Yeah, they didn't have what I'd needed, which is a bit of a shame.
My first reaction was going to start saying a spare brain cell, but you've got at least a couple of helpful ones.
Nah, I definitely need a few of those.
I'm sorry, it was the first thing that came to mind. It's like when you have like the standby screen for a DVD and it just hit the corner, and then that's when the thought came.
Yeah. Ah, I am pretty proud of him, all in all, but just need to change this torso piece, then he will be pretty much perfect.
Could always keep an eye out. I've been to, yeah, I ended up seeing one shop in Brighton. There's a Lego shop in Brighton, and that looks pretty cool on the outside.
Yeah, and apparently this custom minifigure thing only exists at the minute in 2 shops in the UK.
Yeah.
Only in London and Liverpool. But apparently Dublin is getting one very soon.
Do you want a field trip to Dublin?
Why not?
Right, sure. Just at least can we find a way that doesn't involve a boat? I get boaty.
I hate flying, so that's going to be an interesting combo.
We'll go by unicycle.
Nah, we'll swim.
It's a wheel.
Okay. Which was more ridiculous? Unicycling across water or swimming the Irish Channel?
No, we find a tunnel. We find a tunnel that will connect between them, like the tunnel that you can drive under for the English Channel to France.
I don't think there is one.
In that case, we'll go to Plan C, which is jetpack.
Or we could just swim. It might take a while. It might take a few weeks.
We might have to add a bunch of things to float on the wheelchair, but we could do it.
Yeah, we may get detained as well by Irish Border Police.
Just bring your passport, should be fine.
Yeah, that's out of date.
That's on you, because
Yeah.
mine is also out of date.
Ah,
Well, I'm in the process of getting it renewed, it's fine.
fair enough. To be fair, I don't really have a reason to. I'm not going
Mm,
anywhere.
the worst case scenario would be the English try to deport you, which would be
Oh,
stupid of them.
that would be bad.
That would be hilarious if the English started deporting anybody who wasn't from England.
Yeah, that wouldn't end well at all.
No, but I I'd want to see what would happen if that did.
I mean, same kind of, because that would leave me as good as dead. Let's be real.
Yeah, fair point. I wouldn't get an education that way.
That's also true. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be bad. But
It'd be pretty
yeah,
bad.
so I do need to upgrade that Lego minifigure slightly. Probably won't be
Yeah.
too hard, to be honest. I'm guessing and hoping.
Well, just
Um,
keep an eye out for it.
yeah, honestly, Liverpool's a really good day. Wish it
Yeah.
wasn't as warm as it was because it was insane.
Yeah.
But I'm just thankful that this current heat wave is very much in its final hours.
Well, you have to survive those hours first.
That is very true.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if the laws of weather make any form of sense, this will probably
Which
be
they
the
don't.
last one of that'll probably be the last one of the year, hopefully.
You say that like it's gonna. You say that like it's wishful. No, not. You say that like it's going to be. It's wishful thinking. There's going to be either a snowstorm or another heat wave in the wrong time.
Now, a snowstorm I could deal with.
A
I'm
snowstorm
used
is pretty hard to move in.
true, but I'm used to the cold.
Yeah, you didn't want to come out in it.
I did eventually. It took a couple of weeks, but I did.
Yeah, fair point.
Granted, I didn't choose to, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah, it's like who needs a choice nowadays?
Ooh, okay. That got
Sorry,
edgy
that
real quick.
no,
Whoa.
that's not what I meant by that though.
Oof.
Oh, that's not what
Good,
I
good.
meant by that. Look, the heat is getting to me. I can't process.
No, me neither. But yeah, honestly, I can't wait for the cold weather to come up.
Can't wait for the normal weather to come back.
Oh, that could be a very long wait.
Normal weather is rainy, thank you very much. I'm talking about the Great British weather.
Oh well, normal weather in that case. You've got about 18 hours.
You make it sound so hopeful.
Like I said, you've got about 18 hours. Probably.
Probably.
Potentially.
Give or take a few years.
Yeah. But really, I just can't wait for the snow. Because then that means
Snow.
I can't move. I don't have to go anywhere. I can
My
stay at
trains
home,
get
stay in bed. Huh?
my trains get cancelled.
That's bad. Yeah. The internet goes down at regular interval. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. there's a couple of downsides.
Driving is a nightmare.
Yeah. Okay, there's a few downsides. It ain't perfect, but it's miles more preferable than this.
True. It's more of you know that you need to stock up if there's a snowstorm, but then when the heat comes,
Oh yeah. Yeah, when the heat comes, don't even try to stock up on water because there is, of course,
there's
a
none.
drought being declared across
Droughts
parts of
declared
England.
more in the south though, and Yorkshire.
Yeah, and apparently in some parts of Wales now as well.
Mainly south.
True. As, of course, down there is all the valleys. I don't quite know how that's ended up working out, frankly.
Luckily, we're on a hill, so it's not the
Yeah,
biggest.
true, but okay, but if you think about it, mountains, all the water would just flow off of them, right? Wouldn't they?
Yeah,
All the mountains
yeah,
and
yeah.
hills. Valleys would be where all that water would flow into.
Yeah, so the people in the valleys are going to struggle, while the people in the mountains at least steal the water for the
Yeah,
people in them.
but you see, but I'm just not quite sure how that's ended up working.
Hmm.
Although, if there hasn't been any rain for the last week, which there hasn't,
Yeah,
that makes a bit more sense.
just a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now that I've just explained that to myself, mm-hmm. Yeah, that adds up now.
I don't think
Oh,
it
I
actually
shouldn't.
needed it to, but
Uh, Also, I've just made the stupid mistake of looking at my weather app right now.
yep.
It's 6:45 and it's 29 degrees. Ah.
You should have left a frying pan out. You could have had like a really nice fried egg by now,
I know.
and then you could have had like a bacon bath and had that for dinner.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's way too hot.
It's always too hot.
I have no idea how I'm going to sleep tonight.
Sleep? What's that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have I have not known that for a while. Oh man. Let's just agree that this summer has sucked for the weather.
For the weather, yeah, it sucked, but for the activity, there's not been the worst.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty decent summer, especially compared to the last two.
Oh, hell, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely take this summer over 2020.
Yeah, well, but thing is, we had like a heat wave then too.
True, but also we had Eat Out to Help Out, which aged like a dead dog in the sun.
That was English. That was England only. Wales got it near the end,
Yeah,
and even in
so that
England
didn't
itself.
go. Yeah, but that didn't end very well either, did it?
No, and then all the scandals came, and then they had to close down the schools again.
And then they had to shut us down days before Christmas.
Yeah, and then people were locked in the unis at Christmas because they couldn't go home.
Nope. Okay, let's just agree that we have to make sure that that never, ever, 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 ever happens again.
Just make sure no country tries to make another virus, you know?
Yeah. Like, it's mad to think that we still don't know what caused this.
I don't know.
Like,
What I do know is China is still very on edge because of it, because they've had another outbreak.
yeah, but UN investigators have been in China for about a year.
Yeah.
All they've been able to do so far is tell us what it wasn't.
It wasn't a common cold.
They've told us that it wasn't created in a lab. They've told us it wasn't a bat. We we know everything that it wasn't. We just don't know what it was.
Probably just a mix of like the environment and stuff that has happened. So it's just combined for a while and stayed dormant for as long as it could.
Oh yeah, it's probably just been a massive bout of bad luck.
Wrong place, wrong time, sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely. It is probably something as simple as that.
Yeah.
And look what that's done to the world.
Made us on edge about everything we knew.
Oh yeah.
The germaphobes have now got paranoia.
Yup. Oh my god. Wow. I've just seen something hopping back to motorsports dead quick.
Yep.
Enzo Ferrari passed away 34 years ago today.
Oh wow.
Huh. And that completely escaped my radar until right now.
Hmm.
Whoa.
That's one thing to think about.
Yeah. 34 years ago since Enzo Ferrari died. Eesh. And like I said a few weeks ago, if he was alive today, the entire Ferrari Formula One team would have been sacked by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really not doing a good job this time. You know, actually, just hopping back to F1 real quick, I think we're coming to the point in the season where if Ferrari even make two more race mistakes, like they mess up two more races, we could be looking at Mercedes versus Ferrari. No, Mercedes versus Red Bull again.
Hmm.
Not because Mercedes have made leaps and bounds, but because Ferrari have tripped up so many times that they've slipped so far back that Mercedes are ahead of them.
Yeah.
Like, and that is not good for the oldest team in F1. No,
Hmm.
that's just not good enough for the oldest team in F1.
Wow.
Although saying that, I wouldn't exactly want to be a Manchester United fan this week either.
All right.
Seeing as they have lost 4-0 to a club called Brentford, who I've never heard of.
Ah.
Yeah, so Man United's not off to a great start.
Hmm.
But to be honest, I can't think of anything else to talk about today.
That makes two of us.
Wanna wrap this one up then?
Yeah, we can put a little bow on it.
Sounds good. Rightio, everyone. Thank you all for coming to this stream. If you've been watching here on stereo, please follow me here at Astounding Cameron and Roxanne at Roxo. Or if you're on YouTube, please check out my YouTube channel, Astounding Cameron, and subscribe. The sub button will be just below the video title. And if you head down in the description, you'll see Roxanne's YouTube and her website, as well as Frost's YouTube and Instagram, as well as all my social medias in my link tree. And that's going to do it for this video, unless...
A random British fact for you. Big Ben isn't actually a clock.
No, it isn't.
Big Ben is actually the bell.
Yes. Yeah, that's a very... It's a very common but unknown fact.
Yeah.
It's one that people bounce around a lot, but never seems to actually get noticed.
And also the national sport of Scotland is apparently golf, but yeah, Big Ben being the bell.
Yeah. So yeah, Big Ben is indeed the bell inside of the clock tower, not the actual tower itself. And with that,
Yeah.
with that pretty interesting fact, I will see you all tomorrow with another YouTube video, and next week with another stream. Goodbye.
Bye.